Hi. So today, this is a continuation of the language of poverty, speaking your life into existence. This is the section on sparse vocabulary or not enough words. The first two parts of the series, the speaking your life into existence, discussed words as energy and negatives as contributors to the language of poverty. This third part, under the category, discusses the lack of sparse vocabulary or not enough words. Poverty is meaning that the state of being of poverty, where it lives, is a mindset. So poverty lives here, okay? But poverty itself, defined, is lack, means lack. Okay, so poverty means lack. Specifically, a lack of options. Well, since a mindset contains words that create thoughts, which create forms, then forms are limited to the thoughts, which are limited to the amount and type of words available in the mind. If there are a few words, just a few in the mind, then the mind's limited to options from only those words. So some of the most common lack of options include location, type, and cost of shelter, housing, food, clothing, and education. But there are additional uncommon options that are rarely considered, but they're equally important. For example, the option to think for yourself, the option to question yourself, the option to entertain other perspectives, the option to mature mentally, physically, and emotionally, the option for self empathy, the option to dream, the option to create, and the option to enjoy. So let's say it's okay are the only two words in the mind, and someone asks, what would you like to do today? And since the only two words available are it's and okay, then the only option is to say it's okay. We need more words, more options. When we expand our vocabulary, we expand the options available. I call this the language of options. So here are three ways or three examples of leaving the language of poverty and using the language of options. Poverty says, I can only live here. The language of options says, the world is my couch. Both sentences contain 5 words, but the 5 words in the options example answer where instead of who. And we really want to know where. We don't really want to know who. We already know who. That's the I. Another example, poverty says, I can only get this job. Options say, I get to choose to engage with any company or business that I feel would benefit my life path. In this example, the poverty sentence contains 6 words that only answer who, but the options sentence contains 19 words and answers who, what, how, and why. Another example, poverty says, I have to finish high school or go to college. Options say, my knowledge results from a combination of my willingness to engage in experiences that grow my interest, my ability to pay attention, and my self-discipline. The poverty sentence contains 10 words, and again, it answers who. But the option sentence contains 26 words and answers who, what, and how. The examples show the power of words. Words are currency. Words, the more words equal more currency. So let me state that again. More words equal more currency. And more currency equals more options. So if you fill your mind's bank account, you'll have the currency to spend on options that fit your goals and dreams. But how do I get more words in my mind, right? Okay. The lack of education is the single most defining indicator and factor of poverty. Increasing vocabulary comes through education. There is more than one way to achieve an education, and you are choosing one of those ways right now by watching and listening to this content. But you're getting educated every second of the day, and you're choosing to do that through your phone or through your television or uh, through the subway, through your commute, through your job, so on and so forth, through the company that you keep, your friends, your family. Those people are educating you. So, because you're listening and watching to this particular content, this entire transcript is below, which means that all the words and all the examples that are given that I gave today in this transcript are all at your disposal to use right now. An online thesaurus is also a sufficient option for increasing your vocabulary. So, start speaking the language of options by increasing your vocabulary. Every time you speak, you are spending the currency of words. More words equals more currency, and more currency equals more options. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and share. May all your endeavors bring you peace. Namaste.